Good afternoon, everybody on internet land, and well, welcome to my garage. I've been meaning to do this video for a while now, and we got snowed in bad out there. I'm not gonna risk going out to do this video out in that snow, so we're gonna go ahead and do it in my garage today. I've been getting asked a lot about, what type of different fuels or cooking systems do I use. Over the years, I've kind of whittled it down to about 4 different styles that I like to carry. So today we're going to go ahead and go over, let's see here. We're going to do the kettle, the Jetboil, my Trangia alcohol stove, and we're going to go ahead and do my brand new Eureka sprk butane stove today. We're going to kind of go over some of these different fuels that we can be using in all these different scenarios, so please join me and let's get started up. So usually right off the bat, everybody's going to ask me, which one are you going to carry, right? Now, if you want to skip the first, 3-4 minutes of this video, I'll tell you right now, it's going to be my Trangia alcohol stove. If you ask me, I'm always going to keep it simple, stupid. Kiss. Keep it simple. So let's go ahead and get this guy fired up. Like I said, this one's old. It's got to be 15, 20 years old. I don't know how long I've had this thing, but it's seriously, I'll swear by this Jetboil. Okay? So you're going to have your cup up top. It's going to go ahead and just unscrew. You're going to have your, I guess that's the actual, burner. And then your canister. Pretty simple, right? Easy to carry. It all folds up. These little legs come off, the canister folds in. It's got a little, right here. So it's got your cup, and then it's got a top that comes with it, right? I don't get sponsored for this, so please don't think I'm getting anything off of this. I'm really just trying to make some videos for those first timers coming out, wanting to learn some of this stuff. So let's go ahead. So Jetboil is all titanium. It cools down super fast. So let's get the legs on first to the canister. This comes separately. You got to buy this separate, and it also comes with another little thing I'll show you here in a second. Canister. You're going to go ahead and screw the burner down. Pretty easy. Okay. You're going to go ahead and you're going to have your valve, your open and close fuel valve. I don't know if you guys can hear that. And then you're going to have your electric igniter. Boom. There you go. That's your Jetboil. Put your cup on, locks into place, pour your water. I think it claims within a minute it's going to boil the water. You can also get these little accessories too. You could get this little piece that comes with, or you got to buy this separate, sorry. That just sits on right there. Let's say you were making some coffee or cooking or whatever. Cup right on top. Good to go. And that's a Jetboil. So let's go ahead and tear this thing down and show you how it packs up. Real simple. I really like the Jetboil. I've carried this thing everywhere. I got the little cap for this thing here somewhere, but I guess I lost it. Fuel drops right in, burner right up top. If you got these little fancy little accessories, you can actually get them poked in there and everything will ride together. I think there's a, yeah, like that. There's a lid somewhere for the top and the bottom here. So that's your Jetboil. I like carrying it. I forget the weight. I'd have to get the actual weight on it, but to me, that's nothing. Alright, let's get the Jetboil out of the way. Let's go ahead and do the kettle next. Now I love carrying my kettle. It's a little bit on the bigger side, I'll admit that, but it's not on the heavier side. I believe this kettle is the 20-ounce Scout, I believe it is. I went a little bit smaller just because it's myself. Normally when I'm out hiking, if I have somebody with me, the kettle works out great because I could get two pots of coffee out of it or whatever, right? The kettle is going to be set up for burning any type of fuel that you find out in the wild. Wood, brush, twigs, leaves, whatever it is, right? That's how the kettle works. So you're going to have your bottom burner. They call this the hobo stove, I think it is. your base for your fuel. Your kettle is going to fit up top, and the kettle is actually self-contained. So you're going to fill this up with water. It's got a little whistle on it, which is kind of cool if you're into that thing. But the Cali kettle is super simple. It comes with a million different accessories, pots, cups, grill, different types of stove. But what's awesome about this Cali kettle is I could go out, and if I need any type of fuel, I could get it going. And I made a video a while back, if you guys wanted to watch that video on this one. I like the Cali kettle also because you could do a million different things with it, and that's what I really like. I like my tools to be multi-use. I don't really burn too much wood in this guy just yet because I have been using my alcohol stove, and it fits right in the bottom. Good to go. I love the Cali kettle. So let's go ahead and show how all this gets put together, which is what I really like, because I really like all my gear nice and tight. I like my gear to be self-contained. I don't like things rattling in my backpack. You know, I don't want anything like that. A little cup fits into this one, and the actual alcohol burner stove that I have fits right into there. So it all comes pretty much together. Cali kettle fits up top. It all goes into the pack just like that. Right? Super simple. I like the Cali kettle. Alright, this one here, we're going to go over the alcohol Trangia alcohol burning stove. This is the one that I use the most. And if you watch my videos, or when I'm out, you know, if I'm out digging up bottles, or if I'm out exploring, or whatever I'm doing, this is the guy that I carry the most. I'm going to do you a quick setup here on how this guy works. Alcohol burning stove. We're going to go ahead and burn some alcohol on this one today. Now, I did a full video on this Trangia little alcohol stove, so I'm not going to dive too much into it, but I'm just going to give a good example of how it works. You want to use, or what I like to use the best for me, is denatured alcohol. I carry that one in my Trangia fuel canister. Works out great. Let's go ahead and just do a quick little demonstration on how this guy works here. You don't need too much fuel on this guy. We're just doing a little scenario here, right? Close that guy back down. And that is it. We're going to light that thing up. I don't know if I really even put enough in there to light. Yep, there we go. It lit. There you go. So there's your alcohol burning stove. With this alcohol stove, I could burn any fuel in there. And this is why I'm always going to go back to keeping it simple, stupid, right? I'm always going to go back to my alcohol stove, because if we got a scenario where this is all I have, I could burn just anything. I could go scavenge some fuel out of some cars. I mean, I don't want to dive into all that stuff right now. But this little guy, I use a hell lot of it. I've used it with, I'll let you know. I've used it with the super fuel. That gave me a real nasty black soot off of it. Got everything dirty. I didn't like it. The denatured alcohol, best. I've done, you know, camp fuel in it, no problem. Paraffin oil, lamp oil, works great. And 70% isopropyl alcohol. I've burned all those in this little guy here, and it's worked out great. Like I said, some of them will give you like a little bit of soot or whatever, and it depends on where you're at. All right, and now we have my latest. I got this for the holidays. This was my Christmas present. Now, am I gonna carry this out with me solo? Hell no, I ain't gonna carry this thing. But if I got a date, yeah, sure, why not? Let's have some fun, right? If I'm at the truck, this guy is perfect, and this is why I wanted it. So this one is running off of butane. Now let me show you that little setup here. Let's get this camera a little bit closer. Maybe something like that. Okay. So we're gonna have the butane canisters that are gonna be going into this guy. Super simple. Drops right in. There's a little latch right here you gotta line up. close the lid, lock it down, fire it up. That's it. Super simple. That's why I love it. So the Eureka Spark, I love this guy. I'm gonna start carrying this in the truck with me, and it's gonna be my my go-to. The butane, let's see if I can do this one-handed. There's a little latch right here you gotta pull out. Butane comes right out, right? Let's see, I'm gonna run the Snow Peak fuel on this one. I'm gonna see how this one does in the extreme cold. But line it up, drop it in. There's a little latch right there you gotta line up. Close the door. Lock down your fuel. Turn it on. I'm gonna get some major use out of this stove. This thing's gonna be awesome. I want to thank you guys all again for following this video. I can't thank you guys enough. It blows my mind how many people watch these videos, and please in the comments if there's anything that I could touch base more on or whatever I could do, please just reach out. It's no problem whatsoever. Other than that, don't be afraid to get on out, get a little dirty, and have some fun.